Emphatically repeating a key phrase 3 times to drive home the point of his concept, second-term Senator Will Parkinson detailed the purpose of his legislative resolution, declaring during a mid-morning press conference, statehood or nothing, statehood or nothing, statehood or nothing.
I think we need to do whatever is necessary to do for survival. And if anybody has a better plan for how to achieve survival, I am willing to hear this plan. But it has to come down first. How does Guam survive? That is the ultimate truth and the ultimate question we need to ask. How does Guam survive if we have to choose between two empires?
Basing the idea on his theory of an imminent clash between world superpowers, he seeks for Guam to be declared as the 51st state in the Union.
If we become part of the Union, it will not erase our culture, it will preserve our culture. If we join China, we will be erased from history, point blank.
But while the primary audience was island media, one participant was Melvin Won Pat-Borja, who chairs the Commission on Decolonization, which has sought independence from the United States. He said he appreciates the senator's efforts for political status, even if he doesn't completely agree with the approach.
We've all agreed that self-determination is the only way forward. No matter what status any of us prefer, ultimately that is not for any one of us to decide, but it is up to, it is a collective decision that we have to come to. And the only way to do it is via referendum.
As far as the angle of securing Guam under the specter of war, Won Pat-Borja says defense agreements are possible already with territories not under direct U.S. control.
I would argue opposite, that the point that statehood is the only way to ensure the defense of Guam. There are a number of independent nations that have defense treaties with the United States that ensure, their cooperation and protection under this partnership with the United States. So too do our neighbors in Micronesia, who are all freely associated. Each of them has a defense agreement with the United States. And so, all three options I think are valid and legitimate. And each of them provide us an opportunity not just to attain full self-government and autonomy over our local affairs, but also to address our concerns regarding defense.
He said the Commission's pursuit of self-governance is the goal for Guam.
The way that our policymakers have stood on this issue and the position that they've taken historically has been one that prioritizes self-determination in how we get to that status.
I believe we need to do whatever we need to do to make sure Guam survives. This is not a question about process or polite or what's the right thing to do anymore. It's the thing about what makes sure Guam survives.